Hello, it's GhostDog here doing a dual comm with a special guest, WaFF, a Black Ops Pro player and former member of VVV who has recently been picked up by Nox.
How's it going, YouTube? WaFF here from the MLG Pro team, Nox. Thanks for having me, GhostDog.
No problem, man. I'm glad to have you. The gameplay for this commentary is a scrims match where VVV were playing Resistance in a capture the flag match on Havana. It was a good match, so enjoy the action while I conduct some Q&A with WaFF. So WaFF, tell me about yourself and how you got into gaming.
Well, it all started back in the day with the good old Nintendo 64 with James Bond, the 007 one. We used to invite all our friends to come out and have like a little game night at my place and play. Then we got an Xbox with Halo 2, and they'd always team up with me because I'd always win. So every time they come to my house, it'd be a 3-on-1 or something like that, and they always kind of try and like I don't know, kind of like get back at me for beating them all those times. And I thought it'd be cool to take a little further and try competing and stuff like that. Once Xbox 360 came out, I bought that. I played little arcade games here and there, but once Call of Duty 4 came out, I was like, wow, that's my game. That's what I want to play. Started playing Call of Duty 4. Went in a pub match, went like 18-1 on Vacant. Still remember it to this day. And there was like a group of like little tiny kids. They had like these like the highest voices I've ever heard in my life, and they all wanted me to be on their clan and stuff like that. So after they picked me up on their clan, we started playing game battles. Pretty much it all started from there, and that's how I got here today.
Nice, nice. So can you give us a quick summary of your pro gaming career?
Pro gaming, it was definitely a rocky, rough start, trying out, I'm sure as everyone's still now, but I started out my first pro team called MB Green back in Modern Warfare 2, and we did really good at the start, and after like 2 months I ended up quitting because I had to get a job for high school and stuff like that. But now that I'm back in the scene, it's been good. I was playing with Fly Society for a little bit there, and we went to our first event in Columbus and placed 9th, so I got my pro status back, and pretty much how it's still going.
Nice, nice. So what advice can you give players out there who want to really get better at this game?
Honestly, commitment and loyalty are two keys to success. Also, some other things come into play, like having a good shot, like having good game awareness, and knowing what to do in certain situations. Sorry. There's some things you can do better, like such as like pickup scrims, play against harder players, compete on game battles, where as well as the pro circuit online qualifier. And it's always a good decision to get better weapon and perk selections. Like if you're using Marathon when all everyone else is using like Ninja or something like that, you're gonna get soundboard across the map. So it's always better to use the better perks.
Right. Good point. Good point. What advice can you give for players out there who are interested in going pro on Black Ops or any Call of Duty title?
Honestly, the best piece of advice I can give out is just to find a team, stay loyal, build great team chemistry, and keep you on a level head during the match. If you start off on like a rough start off or something like that, make sure you guys always keep a level head. You can't be like saying, "Oh my God, I suck," because it's going to get in your own head and you're going to start playing like you do suck. So keep a level head, keep calling out, you'll end up building the, confidence back up, and you'll start doing better in the game.
Yeah, kind of like that self-fulfilling prophecy, you know, if I say I suck enough, I will. Yeah, I totally get that. Regarding getting a team together, what are the things pros look for as far as selecting teammates?
It's hard. I mean, I remember back when I was pretty horrible, no one would pick me up, but the best thing to do is team chemistry. Like, be friendly, don't be shy, call out when you find a new team, something like that. Having good gun skill, having intelligence. You can't be like a dumb player running around with your head cut off on this game because you'll get picked off easy. Intelligence is the main thing. Loyalty, being a team player, being dedicated to the game. Being dedicated, I mean like playing for hours upon hours and practicing as much as you possibly can to try and get better at the game.
Yeah, I totally agree with that philosophy. You know, there's like an old samurai adage where it's like, cry in the dojo, laugh on the battlefield. It takes a lot of hard work behind the scenes, lots of scrims and whatnot, before you even step off, to a match that even matters. So yeah, I totally get that. This next question actually is more for me than anybody else probably. I'm a big FAMAS fan. So with the recent patch from Treyarch, specifically the nerfing of the FAMAS, do you expect the weapon selection and pro gameplay to drastically change? More importantly, what alternative weapons do you recommend for players who decide to move away from the FAMAS?
That's a great question. Honestly, I've been playing with this new patch and everything. The FAMAS is definitely different in a way. Like, you can't zoom in as fast, so it's definitely like lowering everyone's shot capability per se, I guess you kind of say. But my next favorite gun in line of would be the AK-47 for sure. It's a great gun. It only takes a couple bullets, just like the FAMAS does. I mean, accuracy is just a little bit off, but if you put a red dot on it, it's almost exactly like the FAMAS, just with a little more kick, and it's got more power. So I'd definitely say the AK-47 would be the next in line for me.
Okay, I'll definitely have to check that out. So I guess we'll get into the personal stuff here. When you're not playing Black Ops, what kind of stuff do you do in your free time or in real life, as some people say?
If I'm not working, if I'm not gaming, I'm either working my butt off doing like 45 hours a week at the well-known Ripley's, believe it or not, in Tennessee, or hanging out with my girlfriend. And on the weekends, I mainly play during the day, and every other week, some of the guys from work throw a party just to hang out and chill. So I'm not the average nerd gamer with glasses that everyone probably stereotypes me as. I actually have a life and something like that. Most of these gamers have lives. They're not all like these nerdy kids and stuff like that with glasses. So that's how my real life works out.
Right. Good point. When Modern Warfare 3 comes out, what are your plans? Do you plan to continue to compete on a pro level?
Sorry to say, but no, man. I'm actually going to be stepping down from the competitive scene and, well, not really stepping down from the competitive scene. I won't be playing competitively anymore. I'm actually going to try coaching. The main reason I want to start coaching is because I remember when I was, like one of those kids that wanted help from pro players and needed help from pro players, and no one ever gave me the shot to help out. No one ever gave me the shot to like help me out. So I definitely want to take my time and trying to help out other people and stuff like that. So I'm definitely going to drop down to coaching, and I just kind of, not a lot of pro players do it anymore. No one really like kind of takes a step back from the competitive scene and tries to like, I forget how to say it, but remember where they started off from. So I'm trying to definitely help out that.
Awesome, that's awesome. Give it back to the community. Totally digging that.
Exactly.
Thanks everyone for watching, and special thanks to WaFF for joining us today. Please check out his YouTube channel for pro gameplay and commentaries. I put a link in the description.
Thanks for having me, man. It's been a pleasure. Make sure you guys subscribe to my channel and also subscribe to GhostDog's channel. Once again, thanks for having me, man. WaFF out.
It's a draw. Stand down. Overtime. Capture the flag. Capture the objective. It's a draw. Stand down.